I'm going to talk about the basic information of copper. So the symbol of copper is Cu, which comes from the Latin word itself, copper. And the Cu symbol is used worldwide. The second one is atomic number. Copper have 29 atomic number, which this is the identity of the copper itself, because different atomic number shows a different element. Copper have 29 atomic number, which means it has 29 proton on its nucleus. And the next one is atomic mass. Basically means the weight of the element itself. So the weight of the copper is 63.456 atomic mass unit. So the next one is the group. Copper is placed in group 11, or known as Coinage metal group, and copper is a transition metal, same as gold and silver. They are very good in malleability and high electric conductivity. And the next one is copper is placed in period 4, which means it has 4 electron charge. So last but not least, copper is a d block, which means copper outer layer electron involve a d block or specifically trigger.
My name is Nurul Syawania Karida, and now I'm going to explain about physical properties of copper in detail. So the color of copper is reddish color because copper only reflects red and orange color and it absorbs other frequencies in visible spectrum. Also, copper is malleable and ductile. So copper is malleable because in pure copper there are empty spaces between the atoms, and the layers of atom in pure copper can actually slide very easily to fill the empty spaces in the copper. Thanks to the ductility of copper, the arrangement of atoms in pure copper is arranged in orderly arrangement, so it can easily slide over each other so that copper can stretch easily. Next is the state of copper at room temperature. The state is solid. The melting and boiling point of copper is 1083 degrees Celsius and 2595 degrees Celsius respectively. So as we all can see, the melting and boiling point of copper is very high due to its strong metabolic bonds, which means that more energy is needed to break the bond. Next, the density of copper is 8.95 grams per centimeter cube, and the thermal conductivity of copper is 391 watt per meter per Kelvin, and the Young modulus of copper is 117 gigapascal. So Young modulus is basically a measure of the stiffness of a material. So the higher Young modulus indicates a stiffer material. So as you all can see here, copper has a high value in Young modulus. So it proves that copper is a very stiff material. Other than that, copper is also an extremely good conductor of both heat and electricity, which makes it crucial for electrical wiring. And last but not least, copper has two stable isotopes, which is copper 63 and copper 65, with natural abundance of 69.2% and 30.8% respectively.
Hello everyone, my name is Basik Humaira, and today I will be presenting on the usage and applications of copper. So there are many applications of copper. Here we have list out 5 of them. So the first one is copper is used as electrical wiring, and this is because copper is a suitable and efficient material due to it having a high electrical conductivity. What this means, copper they allow charged particles such as electrons and ions to pass through them more easily when compared to other materials. So where can we form electrical wiring? We can form them in power cables, heating units, kitchen appliances, and many more. So other than electrical wiring, copper is also used in plumbing, where the pipes will be made up of copper. This is because copper pipes are more durable, means that they can withstand high pressure. They are resistant to corrosion, means that they do not rust easily. Have high thermal conductivity. High thermal conductivity means that they can allow heat to transfer through them easier. And other than that, they also do not contain heat, means that the water that passes through the pipes will be safe to consume. And next is longer lasting. They will last longer when compared to other pipes. And all this factor means that copper will make a suitable material to be used in water distribution system and also in water supply. So next is copper alloy. And copper alloy is one of the most popular ways of copper used in the industry. An example of the most used copper alloy is brass and bronze. So how do we differentiate between brass and bronze? So bronze is made up of copper and zinc, and brass is made up of copper and zinc. So copper alloy is mostly used in automotive and transportation industry to make create the core, connector, bearings, and others. Other than in transportation industry, the copper alloys is also used in machinery and industrial equipment to make equipment such as the hydraulic system, the pump components, valves, and many more. This is because copper alloy have high durability. They can resist corrosion. They are very strong, so they can withstand very high pressure and have a very good electrical and thermal conductivity.
My name is Harold, and I will continue explaining about the usage and application of copper. So next we have jewelry. So jewelry is used such as bracelet, rings, pendants, bangles. This is because the unique reddish brown color that attracts people. So jewelry contain copper are mostly durable, high versatility due to copper being malleable and easy to shape, lightweight and more affordable compared to gold and silver jewelry. So men's usually wear rings, and for women they have such as bracelets, pendants, and bangles. So lastly, we have musical instruments. For example, we have trumpets, cymbals, horns, and also saxophone. So the musical instrument usually made using brass, which are made of copper and zinc. So it is malleable, resistant to corrosion, so it will not wear out easily, and lightweight. Copper used in musical instrument, it helps in enhancing the tone sound and the reverberation, producing a good and high quality sound for music. That's all from me.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Mina Batisha and will present the last part of this presentation, which is the chemical properties of copper. So as we all know, copper can react with oxygen. When copper reacts with oxygen slowly, then over time it will form copper oxide. This copper oxide is giving a black coating at the surface. And for the second one is copper reaction with water and air. So when copper is exposed to in moist air, it will automatically react with water and air, and it will form a green layer called patina. It is a basic copper carbonate. So this patina functions as the protector of the copper from further corrosion. For the third one is reaction of copper with acid. So copper does not react with dilute acid. It only reacts with hot and concentrated acid. For example, such as nitric acid and also sulfuric acid. For example, as you can see here, when copper reacts with nitric acid, it will form copper nitrate, which also known as the copper salts, and also nitric dioxide gas and water. Okay, next, copper has the ability to form compounds. So copper, they have the ability to form compounds with different oxidation states. The two common oxidation states are +1, which also known as cuprous, and +2, which also known as cupric. And so for the last one, the tendency of copper to oxide. So this is a general knowledge. I think everyone knows this, that copper can release electron. They can form Cu2+ and Cu+. So Cu+ and Cu2+ ions. So it is showing that copper can use as a reducing agent in some reactions. That's all from me. Thank you.
And the best part about copper is copper was the first metal used by humans over 10,000 years ago. And next one is this. A single lightning bulb can contain enough energy to melt 5 tons of copper. Can you imagine that? 5 tons of copper. And when exposed to air and water, copper turns green. That's patina, just like what Alia said before, and the same quoting on the Statue of Liberty in Paris, right? Am I right? And last but not least is nearly 80% of all copper ever mined is still in use today, and it's highly recyclable. So that's all from our group, and thank you for listening for us.